everyone, I'm FM Greeno and welcome along to episode 11 of the Mighty Magyars, the FM21 save where I am managing the Hungarian national football team. We're back in World Cup qualification action today. You'll remember in the last couple of episodes we played in the Euros and did fairly dismally, to be honest, losing all three of our group games. But we've come back with a bit of a bang. We've rejigged the squad a little bit, we've shifted a bit of the older deadwood out, we've brought in a couple of youngsters who've made an impact on the squad already. Let's go and see how we have done recently. So you can see here, that was the European Championship. We've played two World Cup qualifiers since we were together last, both home games. North Macedonia, a 1-0 win. A fairly decent performance, probably should have been more than 1-0, and left it fairly late to get the winner. Nikolic coming on as a sub and scoring with a header from a long throw. Then the key game, Germany. So we already had drawn 1-1 in Berlin earlier in the group, although of course we lost to them 3-2 in the European Championships. And it looked like it was going to be another 0-0 draw. Germany probably just about had the better of the game. But coming into the last couple of minutes, or actually even into injury time, one of the youngsters we brought into the squad, Tamás Kiss, came off the bench and pinched a winner for us. So you can imagine the scenes in the stadium in Budapest when that goal went in. So we've won both of our last two games 1-0, and that puts us in a really strong position in the group. Anyway, we're off to Cardiff now. Let's go and see how we're set up. So like I said, we've been trying to reshape the squad a little bit, bearing in mind the age of some of the players and trying to bring some youngsters through. One of the casualties of that is Balázs Zuzak, who has reached the age of 34. His ability has fallen off a cliff, so unfortunately he won't be invited to the national selection anymore unless we have a huge injury crisis. So his spot out on the right-hand side goes to Kleinheisler today. We've moved Szoboszlai here up front and brought Hollander on the left-hand side. So we're going to give that a try. It worked okay against Germany. Adam Szalai has been our usual starting striker, but he's a target man. He's 33, pushing 34 years old, can't score, can't run, so it's time for a bit of a change of approach there. In the fullback position, we have Sylvester Hanja, who has fought his way back into the squad after a couple of years out. So he comes in at left back. Kadar is moving into centre half today from left back because Adam Nagy, our normal holding midfielder, is suspended today. He's not injured. So Orban is pushing up out of centre defence. He is going to provide a little bit of steel in that holding midfield role. Some of the youngsters I've been talking about, we'll have a little look at them now. So we have Attila Szalai, a guy whose head seems to be a bit of a cone. But he has come in. He's played a couple of games now as a centre-half. He's not bad, but he's not brilliant. I mean, you can see here from his attributes. Physically pretty good. Mentally okay. His technical is good enough, but not really international standard. And then a couple of the youngsters here. I mean, he looks young, doesn't he? Goodness me. So he's a central midfielder. We've played him a couple of times when Kalmar has been a bit weary. He's got, again, some decent attributes, and he's only 20 years old, so one would have to assume he's going to get better. He's getting some game time at his club, so it'd be interesting to see how he develops. And, of course, Tamás Kiss, who we mentioned, scored against Germany. He's a attacking left midfielder. Again, decent enough attributes for a 20-year-old. He's got a little bit of pace and acceleration about him. So, again, I think he'll develop nicely. The more game time he gets for his club, I think he could turn into a decent player for us. Anyway, that's the lineup for today. Let's head to the Millennium Stadium and get on with the game. So here we are at the Millennium Stadium. Reasonably packed arena by the looks of it, which is good. As you can see here, Wales are lining up with a 4-4-2. Their midfield, they have Harry Wilson playing in central midfield, David Brooks and Dan James playing in the wide area. So there's a lot of skill and technique in there. But I do wonder if there's a case that they might not be the most physical team, and so we might be able to disrupt them a little bit. Szoboszlai here making a good run. Szalai, there we go. We take the lead. Excellent. In the 10th minute, great run from Szoboszlai. In game, he's actually just moved to Manchester City, and that's only going to help him with his development, I'm sure. Great run from him. Knock the ball back to Kleinheisler, who finds Szoboszlai about 10 yards out, and a good finish. Aaron Ramsey here picks up the ball, looking out left for Ben Davis, who's overlapping. Great challenge. Well done, Nego. He's charging down the right by himself. Finds Kleinheisler into Szoboszlai, knocking the ball around quite nicely. Orban. That's the one problem with having Orban in that role. He's a centre-half by trade, so his ball playing is not always the best. Good save by Golaci, though, gets us out of trouble. Harry Wilson to take the corner ball. We all know what a great set-piece taker he can be. We're going to have to watch this. Good header clear. Dan James picks up the loose ball. Back in. That's a great ball. What a goal that is. Oh, it's disallowed, though. Thank goodness for that. Hal Robson-Kanu offside. That was a fabulous ball back in. But as you can see, yeah, Robson-Kanu clearly a couple of yards offside. So I've been really pleased how we reacted to our European Championship debacle. The win against Macedonia was a little bit sketchy. But, you know, 3 points is 3 points. But to go and beat Germany then after that, in a game we probably didn't deserve to win, was fabulous. Right, we're going to demand a bit more from the team here. Wales are getting much too much control over this game currently. There's David Brooks. Good ball in, but cleared nicely. Ramsey picks up the ball, though. Brooks, what a hit! And us Bournemouth fans know all about David Brooks and his ability, but that's something a little bit special, isn't it? Really good left-footed finish. One touch, wallop. No one's going to stop that. So it's back to one apiece. A draw wouldn't be the worst result in the world. We still have to play Wales back in Budapest. And, you know, we're top of the group currently. So at least it wouldn't be losing any ground to them. But I'm a little bit concerned about these stats here. We're getting dominated in terms of possession and in terms of shots on goal. So, and in terms of goals, apparently. Okay, so we do need to sort this out. We're in our more cautious 4-3-3 today. So maybe we'll give it to about the hour mark. And then think about going a bit more attacking if we need to. Either in that 4-3-3 or we can switch it up. We've got striking options on the bench. Well, let's not concede another one here. That's a penalty, isn't it? That's not good. Who's taking this? Is it Bale? No, Harry Wilson. He's not going to miss. Well, what a disappointing end to the half this has been. From 1-0 up to 3-1 down in the blink of an eye. So definitely some work to be done here at half-time. We are going to point some fingers and expect to see much better from you. Kleinheisler doesn't like that. We'll give it another 10-15 minutes of our current formation, although looking at that, you know what? I'm not even going to give it that long. Let's switch it back up to a more positive mentality and see if we can get back into this game a little bit more. Ketchkesh here with the ball from a short goal kick. There you go. Can we win that ball? No, Ramsey mops it up. That looked offside to me, Robson-Kanu. He misses anyway. Right, we're going to berate the team here because they have been pretty poor, to be honest. 20 minutes to go. We're going to have to make some other tactical adjustments. So, maybe it's time to come... Shall we take Ketchkesh off, I think? Orban back in the back line, and we're going to go to a 4-2-4. Going to bring Nikolic on up alongside here. We are going to make deep lying forward out of our friend Szoboszlai and a poacher out of Nikolic. And off we go again. Demand a bit more. Come on, boys. Only 10 minutes left to get back into this. Kalmar here in midfield. Nikolic finds Szoboszlai. That's not a very good ball. But, oh, look at that. Look. Nikolic, go on, son. Yes. What terrible defending that was from the Welsh right back. Who was that? I can't see. That's woeful, though. Oh, Nico Williams gifts the ball to Hollander. Nikolic, 7 or 8 yards out. He's not going to miss that. And it's game on again. 3-2. Kick-off highlight coming as well. David Brooks has gone off. Oh, don't concede straight away. Good challenge, Willie Orban. And Nikolic is on the ball on the wide area. Oh, it's a good challenge by Ampadu. Free kick here for Wales. Let's clear this. Kleinheisler to Szoboszlai. Here we go. Counter-attack opportunity on here. Hollander out on the left-hand side, cutting in. Finds Kleinheisler. Come on, son, finish. Yes! Come on, Laszlo Kleinheisler. That's a very timely goal. I'm sure some of you will remember how he burst onto the scene with Hungary in the Euro 16 qualifiers. He scored a goal away to Norway, which basically qualified Hungary for the tournament in the playoffs on his debut, I think it was. So it's good to see him still relishing the big occasion. And here he goes again. Come on, son. Can we actually turn this completely around and win this? Nikolic back to Kleinheisler. Is he going to do it himself? No. Nikolic, Kleinheisler, Szoboszlai. Oh, get in there. Yes! Come on. Own goal. Okay. What a turnaround this has been. That was a bizarre goal, wasn't it? Wales had so many opportunities to clear this. There's one from Ben Davis. Kleinheisler, Szoboszlai hits the keeper. The defender comes in, smashes it back against his own keeper again. Okay. Let's pause the game quickly. We have about 3 minutes to go. We are definitely not sticking in that formation. We are going to actually have to play 2 up top, but everyone's going to drop back a little bit. You are going to go on defend. Everyone's on defend. We are definitely going to be time wasting at every opportunity. That'll do us, I think. So just 3 minutes plus stoppage time to see out. But there's 5 minutes of stoppage time. Right, time to make a change. Let's waste a little bit of time. So let's take Kalmar off, I think. Bring young Mezai on. Who else is tired? Hollander. We can bring Tamas Kish on for him. A couple of the youngsters on. Maybe not the smartest thing to do in the overall scheme of things, but we've seen it out. And what a turnaround that was. I have to say, at half-time, I did not expect us to be winning this game. Come on. Well, having caught my breath after that match, it's great to have a look at the World Cup qualification table. We are currently top of it by some margin. So we've played 5, won 4, drawn 1, lost none, 13 points. Germany on the same games as us, 8 points, so 5 behind us. North Macedonia have only played 4. They're on 7 points, so they could come up towards us on 10 if they win that game in hand. But overall, I really didn't expect us to be in this position when the groups were drawn. I thought we'd be battling with Wales for that second place. And here we are, potentially pushing Germany into that place. So coming up for you, we have... Let's have a look at the schedule. Azerbaijan away is our next game in a couple of days' time. And then we have Wales and Macedonia, or North Macedonia, in the last game. So I think we'll probably come back for that and see if we can actually hold on and win the group. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It certainly was a bit of a ding-dong battle in Cardiff, wasn't it? And one we were reasonably fortunate, I think, to come out on the better side of, but I will take that all day long. If you have enjoyed it, please consider dropping a like on there for me. It helps me get seen by more people, of course. And if you've got any comments about this episode or the series as a whole, I would love to see them below. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Obviously, we have the Greeno tour up and running now, and the Newcastle save from the FM21 beta, plus some stuff in the FM20 catalogue if you're interested to check back through that. It just remains for me to say thank you for watching, and I will see you soon for some more action with Hungary. Hajrá Magyarok! Viszlát!